But you're like you said, the Sephiroth, nothing to be scoffed at. You know, a character that you really need that matchup experience for, kind of playing around the range, and I'm excited to see how this one will pan out.
All right, so we're getting right into it. This is still a best of 3. It will be top 4, switching over to best of 5. Start on PS2. This is definitely the St. Louis classic. Most, if not all, games will start here and probably stay here.
Yeah, the usual gentleman to PS2. You know, people just not done to go through stage selections. We see both players kind of playing relatively slow here. You know, obviously both characters relying a lot on that kind of spaced out neutral. You know, they're both trying to kind of play a little bit of a range, but, you know, kind of try to trade it out a little bit. So, but ApolloKage getting a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, so he very much is pretty good at switching up his playstyle. So a lot of the time he'll kind of sit back, be content to kind of throw out some grenades or kind of dash up and then put some shield pressure and then get right back out. Or he'll kind of switch up the pressure, get right in your face, and look for a lot of those up tilts. Case in point. Kind of getting in his face, looking for that grab and getting the read off of it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the Smash ultimate special, is like zoners that have the ability to brawl really well. But you know, and that's the thing too about Sephiroth is, like, you know, he is a very light character, so, you know, getting this damage onto him early on is going to be able to set up for some pretty easy kills. As, yeah, right off the bat, bouncing off of the stage on that Nikita, really great start.
Yeah, I mean, AK, if you give him an inch, he is going to take the mile.
Yeah, and definitely showing that for sure. Ooh, trying a little bit of C4 cheese on the tech read. Unfortunately, not able to get it. But yeah, AK doing a really good job of just playing so well around Tim's just in general sword usage. I mean, he's just playing that space game. And exactly what you were saying before, he's pressuring shield really well. Like, he walks up, he's either hitting you with the down tilt when he knows you're going to let go of shield, or he's just straight up grabbing you. So AK really just shield pressure has been solid so far.
I do like AK, so that's something that a lot of Snakes will do, is he'll kind of go and sit up in the top magnifying glass, but he does have to be careful. Tim will, if the time arises, go for that deep Octo Slash. He'll even go for the suicide Octo Slash if it's kind of beneficial for him to lose the stock.
Yeah, that's true, and definitely, oh, nice up air, going to take that one to even up. But, I mean, 127, you know, Snake, you know, like we said, Snake, a heavy character, but also has no problem killing characters quite easy. The down air at ledge actually going to take that, and just a really good read on the get up.
All right. So Tim, I would say Tim's probably best thing, and with most Sephiroths it's also the case, is how good he is at keeping people trapped at the ledge. And really, this game, he hasn't had AK at the ledge at all. AK's been smart, he's been recovering high. The one time he really got caught on the ledge, he was just able to get around Tim's edge guard attempt and kind of reset that neutral.
Yeah, and some nice damage there, but you're definitely right. I mean, it's more of like a poke and go kind of situation here. You know, take your small trays, get your percentages. But I think that's the thing for AK, is he knows, because he's the heavier character, the character that doesn't necessarily need a lot to kill, that he can play slow. The up tilt right on top of him, only at, I think that was post hit like 111 too. So that's Snake.
It does not take a lot for Snake to kill Sephiroth. Some adaptations from Tim. He really just kind of needs to slow things down. AK's been playing very patient, and Tim, I mean, getting a little antsy. I mean, he was down from the beginning, so it kind of, you know, he had a reason to be, but he just needs to slow things down, kind of focus more on just doing some poking with his fair, back air, use that long sword for what it's there for.
Yeah, and you know, I think that's the thing too. It seems pretty tough for Tim to get around just the overall projectile usage of AK too. I mean, just being really effective with kind of just grenade spamming and just overall controlling center stage. But we'll see how he does. I definitely think Smash Duel is a stage that helps him a little bit. You know, you're kind of able to pressure on that horizontal range, which, you know, Sephiroth loves to do, and kind of the platforms definitely help a lot with that.
Yeah, and it kind of closes you in a little bit. You know, things are a lot more condensed than on PS2, so hopefully he kind of uses that to his advantage. Doesn't let AK run away as much as he was able to that first game.
Yeah, really. Oh,
and like I said, he gets greedy with those.
Yeah, and Snake, not a character you can really pressure too much, especially when you know he kills so early. You know, a lot of these confirms are just so effective against Sephiroth, and you just got to be a little bit careful of it. But I mean, again, you know, nice grab back there. I'm surprised that converted, but really nicely done. But that's the thing too, is we talked about how Smashville being good for Sephiroth. I mean, Snake Grenades still hit the bottom of the stage of that platform. So
yeah, there's been twice now where he's tried to charge an up smash that would catch Snake's landing, but instead it's just catching the grenade.
Right, exactly. So it's definitely still not a bad stage for Snake by any means, and especially if AK knows how to play on this well, it could be a pretty big advantage for him.
Yeah. There's really no bad stage for Snake, unfortunately.
Yeah. You would think maybe like FD, FD is not the best. I mean, obviously it's flat, so like you can kind of spam stuff. But yeah, I think Snake gets a lot out of reading, being knocked down on platforms and kind of tech reads. So, but lo and behold, TimPrater bringing this back a lot actually, getting an AK up to 107 and just really applying pressure with that extra wing. Nice.
And sealing out that stock.
Yeah, this is definitely a really nice kill for him. Again, he is so light, so he has to be very careful. Nikita across the stage, going to take the stock for AK and just even things up.
Yep. Dim's got to try and fight on one more stock, and he's dropping down to loser's bracket.
Yeah, he's trying to do what he can. Is this best of 3
Best
still?
of 3. Yep, best of 3 until top 4.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, definitely a really important game here. And I think one thing that actually I think TimPrater's doing a lot better this game than he was the first. I think he's playing against the ledge trapping a lot better. Yeah, I think in game 1 he was getting hit by a lot of those grenades. He got hit by a couple up smashes. I think this time he's reduced that quite a bit. He's kind of gotten to center stage not too hard.
Ooh, using the Cypher to extend the hit. Gonna use C4 to make it back.
Oh.
He got sticky.
That C4 on him.
Oh, not it.
Yeah, getting pretty close. Nice little exchange there. Overall, bringing himself back on the stage. Let's see how they're going to turn this one out. The up smash just going to miss, but the back air is going to land. And both players so close to this last stock.
Oh! And he gets it. The shield break.
Yeah, that's Sephiroth for you. If you underestimate how much he's hitting your shield, he can really crack that pretty early and just kind of punish off of it. So really nice find there for Tim as he evens this up one apiece.
Yeah, and then one thing that you said about him kind of dealing with that ledge pressure better. The last time I was commentating, one thing I noticed a lot from him, and he's doing a lot of options off the ledge, and he has really kind of slowed down with that. He's not throwing out too many buttons that are going to get caught by grenade, get caught by C4, things like that. He's playing a lot more patient, it seems.
Yeah, and obviously paying his dividends. We'll see how much of it is the stage versus, kind of this adapted gameplay. But you could definitely tell he's playing it a lot different than he was the first game. And, I would say AK is not getting away. I wouldn't say it's cheese, but he's not getting away with the poke as much. He's not getting away with the added pressure. But
because it's so easy for people to see all of those, see all the grenades, see the C4, and just get overwhelmed and try to kind of focus too much on trying to push buttons and kind of out pressure it. You're not going to. You should play it smart and use your character's tools to kind of poke through it as best you can.
Yeah, so we'll see how both players adapt going into Game 3. Again, this is a best of 3, so this is the deciding game of the set. As kind of both players pretty even so far. It's not Small Battlefield. I think is nice. Obviously PS2 tends to be the one that people gentlemen to most for first game, but Small Battlefield kind of a close second, pretty neutral stage.
And I mean, one thing I am not good at is knowing like stage height and stuff. So I'm not sure at what point like Snake up tilt will kill, but I know on Sephiroth it won't be. If it's not now, it won't be too much longer.
I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, Battlefield has a higher ceiling.
I know traditional Battlefield does, but I don't know if Small Battlefield works the same.
Good question. Oh,
okay, untackable.
Yeah, nice. The Nikita pressure is really good. Sephiroth recovery, pretty telegraphed. So kind of tough for TimPrater to kind of mix it up a little bit. So.
Okay, but I like that he's kind of sticking to his game there, just kind of doing a lot of jumping, kind of poking with that fair.
Oh, grab not going to be able to land. The back air conversion, though. Tim's got to find this final hit, though. It's really tough. I mean, Snake's so heavy. It's just really difficult to be able to find something. And, I think a lot of the kills he got in the last game were off of grab conversion. So I think that's really what he's looking for. But, Apollo just doing such a good job of staying in this game.
One thing that I haven't noticed is that AK's been doing a lot of these high recoveries, and Tim hasn't really challenged him at all. I know he's got to be careful because AK could be dropping grenades and C4 and things like that, but he hasn't thrown out one, so I'm wondering if he's trying to save that kind of read for, you know, last stock kind of thing, but he's running out of time.
Yeah, it's getting a little sketchy here. I mean, Snake still, you know, can still live a little bit extra. You know, he's taking his time, but you know, I think that's the thing is, nice grenade into the up air. Great job.
The patented AK explosion ladder, building it up.
Yeah, that was a really nice conversion there. He knew exactly where that grenade was going to send him and was kind of able to punish off of it. But TimPrater finally getting this stock at about 150, so it's really going to be an uphill climb.
So he's got the one wing, so that's going to help out. But like you said, it's definitely an uphill battle here.
Yeah, and especially with how easily Snake can just put this damage on you. I mean, it's, you know, and that's what Apollo knows. He can just play really slow. He can kind of just wait for his opportunity and then kind of just sit there and be patient. You know, he has no reason to rush in, so...
Oh, the grenade's saving him.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's killing him, but it definitely kept him on the stage, which is kind of funny. Ooh, that shield. Yeah, the back air is
going to seal it out.
Yeah, good job by AK. You know, definitely showing that he kind of feels comfortable zoning from far, but also being up on shield. You know, his on shield pressure was really